got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. This one will be fair caught. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing. The quarterback jumped in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him and get ready to play a good game the rest of the way?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. It's 3rd down for the offense. They'll hand it off. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And they will try out the field goal team here. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And he knocks it right through the uprights. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Big throw caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's escaping the pocket now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will tie the game here.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's on the run. Launches deep. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down the road to catch a big gainer.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for his defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Crucial red zone play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Got space, looking to score.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Completion sets up a second down play. The back's got it. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. He's tackled just short of the midfield line to the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield for 41.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down, looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Heading left after the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Takes the handoff again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got his man wide open. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Patchett. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Patchett. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Checks this down to the running back. It's a fumble. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
First down here for this offense. Direct snap to the back. He's past the marker and still going. The tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. Man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And now the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Buffalo offense back out there. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Incomplete. They can't. The deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. To the air, it's Burks. He's going to take off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Comes the Owls offense back out there. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? He hands it off from the gun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead at the 20.
Oh, my, what a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. It's like one more play here before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Third down upcoming after that completion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Buffalo offense is back out on the field now. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris. I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Going to try to use his legs here. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
On first down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got it. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Well, that's a good job in this offense to at least get some positive yards. They've kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 20.
An aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
On third down, he drops to throw, and he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, that's an aggressive approach by this offensive coordinator, deciding to go for this on fourth down, and the quarterback makes him look like a genius. Great throw on that ball, and a nice first down for this offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it first and long. Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. The pocket breaking down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Hand off to the right side. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The important third down play coming up.
Here we go.
There's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Don't look now, but the punter is on the field for the first time. Defense finally gets a stop. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They call the draw play here.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. No press here. The defense backing away. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Hand it off for a draw.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just get ready to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Now they'll run a draw play. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to